Tiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in and back with another holiday soap. Now last year I had done a soap called Deck the Halls, and I wanted to sort of build upon that design. So it is inspired by a previous soap, and it's supposed to look like a Christmas tree. So last year I had piped some icing and decorated it, and it looked like a decorated Christmas tree. Well, I want to actually include like the tree stump this year and see what that looks like. So I've just mixed together my oils with my lye solution. I also have my Tessa Silk, my sodium lactate, and my coconut milk powder and kaolin clay in there. So I'm just gonna whisk this together till it looks like it is all good and well incorporated. And then I'm gonna split this off into a layer that I'm going to sculpt. So I'm gonna start by pouring off a good bit into this bowl, and I will color this in some Savage Garden by Nurture Soap. Lots of greens and browns and golds and reds in this collection, and I had a little trouble coming up with how I wanted the soap to look because of the fragrance, which I will get to. But let's give that a little mix and get that all incorporated. So the fragrance is called Christmas Spice, and it has notes of cinnamon sugar, mocha, thyme, nutmeg, and candied ginger. It has lots of foodie vibes to it, but I'm not going for food in this design at all. I just really liked the fact that it was a spice. I don't know why this design came from this fragrance. It has nothing to do with spices, but that is what fragrance I chose for it. It has 2% vanillin, and it says it discolors to a light brown, so I was getting really stuck up on the colors. I wanted to do a white layer, but I was really scared that it would discolor it, so just reds and greens and golds in this soap. So I've mixed that in. I'm going to pour it into my molds and let it set up, and then I have this cake comb that I will use to make a sculpted layer. So the rest of my batter I'm going to color in this Red Vibrance by Nurture. I'm going to give that a mix, and then I have these soap dough balls. I rolled them up. They are red on the inside, and I coated them in some gold. And then off to the side here I just have some chunks of soap that I cut up to look like the tree stump. So I will mix the red, add the little gold balls, start pouring, and then I will insert those columns into the soap, hoping that they look like a tree trunk. just like last year, I have piped on some green frosting to be the treetop. I have these stars. The design of these are a little different from last year. I think they're a little bit bigger. And then of course the white bursting beads from Brambleberry and some pink peppercorns will go on top. And that is the top of this soap. It looks like a decorated Christmas tree. The inside should be interesting because it's kind of all over the place and quite intricate. So let's just get these stars on here and other fun stuff. I can tell you guys all about another fun event that happened in September, and that is Bradley and I's 4th wedding anniversary. Now, we've been together since 2015, so I mean 2015, wow, 2005, I think I always mess it up, 2005. So we have done a lot, but this year it's been a little unusual, mostly because of COVID and second with being pregnant. So it was a little hard to figure out what are we going to do for our anniversary. Can't really eat what I want or drink what I want, can't go anywhere as far as traveling because of those 2 reasons. So I came up with the idea of going to Longwood Gardens. One of the coolest gardens I have ever been to. It is huge. It is a massive garden. It's more than just gardens. There's lots of other attractions, but it was a lot of walking. So I gave up eating and drinking and going somewhere for being 8 months pregnant and doing a lot of walking. Let me just tell you, I discovered what cankles were that day. And so they haven't quite gone away, but I now know where they come from, and I never thought it was humanly possible to have cankles. Anyway, we went to Longwood Gardens and did a little walking. And for anyone who doesn't know where Longwood Gardens is, it is in Pennsylvania. I want to say Kennett Square, PA. So if you're ever in that area, I highly suggest it. They decorate it every year with different themes, and they have water gardens, and they do a very big Christmas lighting event. They actually were decorating and putting up the lights for their Christmas show in August, and that just takes them that long to decorate everything. I mean, I can't even tell you how huge this place is. The founder was Pierre Dupont. He has since passed away, but he started these gardens in the 1900s. It has a huge conservatory, huge. Each room is different, and there's an Italian water garden that has music and lights and shows. I can't imagine the parties that were put on back in the day. I mean, there's music rooms. Even his house is huge. He built a bowling alley underneath his house. I mean, this guy was very inventive and just crazy. So now I need some glitter. I think this definitely needs glitter. But it went up to 966 acres by the time he was done with it. The flower beds, the fountains, the conservatory, his house. There's an open air theater. I mean, highly suggest going if you've never been. An attraction I would stop and see. Alright, let's give this a spray with the rubbing alcohol. I think my favorite part was the water lily garden. I'll post some pictures of that. I mean, I've never seen, some of these water lily pads were huge. Huge. Alright, let this sit for 24 hours and I'll come back and cut it and see what the crazy inside is going to look like. Alright, let's see what craziness is going on the inside of this soap. Ready? Go! I like it. I like the sculpted layer. I love the Christmas tree in there. This guy's only got one little decorative red ball in there, but we'll keep cutting and see what else we have. Super cute. So excited about this next release because I think I did a really good job on designing a lot of these soaps for the holidays. also excited about Christmas. I wasn't last year. I wasn't as into it last year, but of course we have the new house and we have the baby, so it's going to be a little different this year. It will be Bradley and I's first time hosting Christmas. I can't wait to decorate the house and get it all cozy. And so far we have like the biggest house of anyone in the family, so it is just going to be a good time with all of the kids now that we have a baby, and we'll have a baby, and our nephew. So that is going to be a lot of fun. And my little sister is also expecting, so there are just grandkids on the way, and times are changing, and all of them are going to be boys. There are going to be 3 cousins, and they are going to be boys, so that ought to be fun. I'm not getting too many of those little red balls on there, so next time I'll have to add some more. But it'll be a surprise, because once you use it as well, like, more will come out. They're in there, they're just not where I'm cutting. Or I should, oh, there we go. That one has a couple more, so that side. And then this next one has 3, so special. This soap will be available on November 27th. That is the holiday line. I hope I look decent in this camera view. My stomach is just so big anymore. It's getting harder and harder to stand. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel and haven't done it already, subscribe. Come hang out with me as I make soap. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them for me in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day, and I will smell you later.